Hi, it's Amélie. Today we're going to talk about the middle register. So a lot of people ask questions about it. Sometimes the problem is that it goes down one octave. So you're playing a second octave note and then it goes down to the first octave. Or sometimes some notes tend to crack, especially from E to F sharp. Those are probably the three most fragile notes. So we're going to talk about that today. First thing first, like how to keep it in the second octave. So because it's the same fingering for most notes than in the first octave, some students find it more difficult than doing the third octave, keeping it steady in the second one. Because you know every note except for D and E flat are the same fingering. D and E flat, in the first octave you put the index of the left hand down, and in the second octave you lift it. But from E to C, it's all the same fingering. So first octave E to C, second octave, same fingerings. It's just in how you blow, and the air speed, a little bit of the angle changes, so that the air hits a different spot, to get the higher notes. Let's start with the air speed. So you have to send the air a bit faster and also keep that speed with the air support. So if you put your hand on your belly and you do the sound s, 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 you'll feel some muscles that want to get out like this. Those are the muscles that you can use to push the air out. And then also, if you want to feel the difference between supporting a low note and a high note, you can put your hand again on your belly and go ah, and there's a difference in the abdominals that are being used. So you can just recreate that while you're playing the flute. And then you can practice octaves. So you can start on E. First, start detached, articulating each note. So you do E, 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 then F. F sharp, G, and you do all the semitones like that up to the C, this C. And once this is good, and you can keep the high note a little bit longer, because sometimes people do. It goes back because they don't keep the airspeed. So sometimes also you can practice just playing a long note in the second octave. So you can keep that airspeed. Once you can play that, start practicing those same octaves slurred. It's a little bit more challenging. And so on and so on. And the other thing that I do when I change octave is there's a slight movement here. So first octave, second. So the lower lip goes a little bit forward in the second octave compared to the first one. But it's very little. Most of my attention goes really to the airspeed. And the upper lip doesn't move, just stays there. Don't put pressure like some people. When they first tried it, they put tension in their lips, and sometimes it works, but it's mostly a fluke and it's not as stable. So just make sure you have a stable embouchure and that you're not tensing up. Tension is not good. You don't want to be too relaxed and you don't want to be too tense. Just comfortable and stable. Now for the fragile notes. Cracking is not so bad. Especially when you're practicing, it's okay to crack, and it gives you an indication of where the limit is in your sound, okay? So it's okay. You can even go towards it a little bit more and see, like, what am I doing that makes it crack? Oh, that's what am I doing? That's what I'm doing. Let's do the opposite, or let's not go that far. So it's a good teacher in a way, So just be aware and try to figure it out. You can also use colors, because the E, F, and F sharp, those three, they're a bit fragile. Some people think they're a bit dull, they don't have a lot of timbre. So you can add timbre. You can practice to play different colors. You can go very transparent. I tend to just open my mouth a little bit more inside, not the lips, but inside, like that. And then when I want to do more timbre, more dark, a bit more nose, like that. And more throat, like more open there. It's a bit like the voice, you know. Try different things to get the timbre that you're looking for. Try different vowels, more ah, more more u. That's gonna give you different sounds, different colors. And then the best thing to practice notes that are fragile, I think, is practicing them staccato, you know, so short. If you think more notes are fragile for you or don't have timbre, go and do the whole octave like that. You know, and make sure that you don't leave the tongue in the way. When you tongue, you'll and you let the air go out, you know, because if the tongue is in the way, if the air is disturbed, there's more chances of cracking. For the E, second octave, I personally give it a slight angle to the right when I blow it. It's very subtle. I don't think you can see it. It's more of a visualization than really anything real, but it works for me. So, you know, maybe it won't work for you, but maybe you'll find something else if you're being really aware of what you're doing. And when it works well, just, oh, I'm doing this. Let's keep that in mind so that I can recreate that again and again. So that's pretty much it for the second octave of the flute. I hope the video was helpful. And if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. And also, if you like the video, please like it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. And go and check out our website, Music.ly, for our flute method and some music. Thanks for watching.